Like your clothes, haircuts aren't one size fits all. But unlike your clothes, you can't take a crap haircut off after each day of feeling abuse from your colleagues. Which is why, before foundering the barber scissors, it's worth knowing which styles best fit your face shape. After all, an additional inch here or a smattering of facial hair there can make all the difference. What face shape am I? But how are you able to actually determine what shape your face is? It's simple. First, arm yourself with a flexible tape measure. Then, take the subsequent measurements, recording each as you go. Forehead, measure across your face from the height of one eyebrow arch to the height of the other arch. Cheekbones, measure across your cheekbones, starting and ending at the pointiest part below the outer corner of every eye. Jawline, measure from the tip of your chin to below your ear at the purpose at which your jaw angles upwards. Multiply that number by 2 to urge your jawline measurement. Face length, measure from the center of your hairline to the tip of your chin. Once you've taken these measurements, note which is the largest of the four, and then compare this to the 7 main profiles to find out where your face falls. Oval, face length is bigger than the width of the cheekbones, and forehead is bigger than the jawline. The angle of the jaw is rounded instead of sharp. Rectangle, face length is the greatest measurement. Forehead, cheekbones, and jawline are similar in size. Triangular, jawline measures greater than cheekbones, which measure larger than the forehead. Round, cheekbones and face length have an identical measurement. They are larger than the forehead and jawline, which also have a similar measurement. The angle of the jaw is soft and far less defined. Hard, forehead measures greater than the cheekbones and jawline. The chin is pointed. Square, all measurements are fairly similar. The angle of the jaw is sharp instead of rounded. Diamond, face length measures largest. Then, in descending order, cheekbones, forehead, and smallest is jawline. The chin is pointed. How to choose the proper haircut for your face shape. Quick jump, oval, square, rectangle, round, diamond, heart, triangle. Haircuts for oval faces. Oval face shape men seen as the genetic jackpot for women. An oval may not be the most alpha of face shapes for men, but it's a good canvas for experimentation. Symmetrical and well-proportioned, an oval face shape does just about any hairstyle justice, so, you lucky boy, the choice is extremely much yours. That said, there are a few minor caveats to make sure you optimize your ovalness. The trick with an oval face shape is to wear your hair off the forehead to make some volume and angles on top, says Veda Master Barber Stelios Nikolaiou. The best suited style may be a classic short back and sides and slightly longer on the highest, with a side swept parting. You'll also want to avoid a forward fringe. Too much heaviness on the forehead softens features and increases roundness of the face, says celebrity hairstylist Jamie Stevens. And feel free to ditch the beard, says Ruffian's creative director Dennis Robinson. You don't need facial hair to fill out any disproportionate gaps during this case, so be happy to travel clean-shaven. Haircuts for square faces. Square face shape men considered the masculine ideal. A square face shape is characterized by razor-sharp jawline, even proportions, and an overall chiseled appearance. GRRR. Like the oval, it's an excellent foundation for many styles and is flexible enough to figure with both extremely short and longer hairstyles, from buzz cuts to French crops to coiffes. Just bear in mind that the shorter you go, the more you look like you've just been conscripted. Not that that won't serve you well. Classic, neat haircuts complement a square shape best. Think close fades, side partings and short layers, says Stevens. Some light stubble also gives the sharpness of your jawline a touch welcome texture without blurring its line. The perfect men's hairstyle haircut for a square face shape. Men's hairstyles haircuts for square face shapes. Hair products face shape. Haircuts for rectangle faces. Rectangle oblong face shape meant the longest of the face shapes. A rectangular face falls somewhere between an oval and a square, but requires a subtly tweaked hairstyle to ensure the face doesn't appear even longer than it is. Because a rectangular face looks longer, it's important to avoid taking the sides too short if keeping length on the top, as this would only accentuate the length of the face, explains Nikolaiou. Try a well-proportioned style that doesn't take the edges too short or leave an excessive amount of length on top. Taking that advice, try a style that lets the hair fall to the sides and or across the forehead to add width and ensure your face doesn't appear narrower than it is. Finally, never pair with a Duck Dynasty beard, says Robinson. A full beard only elongates the face, so instead try facial hair that ranges long from stubble to a brief beard to fill out any gaps. The perfect men's hairstyle haircut for a rectangle oblong face shape. Men's hairstyles haircuts for oblong rectangle face shapes. Hair products face shape. Haircuts for round faces. Round face shape. Men's circular with a rounded chin and no obvious lines or angles. A round face shape benefits from a haircut that lends it some definition. If you've got a round face shape, think square, says Stevens. Since round faces have little within the way of natural angles, you would like to make the illusion of structure together with your hair. A style with height on the highest that's taken tight at the edges like a pompadour or a flat top works well to feature structure, as do front fringes. Square corners within the high recession area of your hair will sharpen up any soft edges, adds Robinson. A full square beard also will help band the chin area, giving the looks of a more chiseled jaw. The perfect men's hairstyle haircut for a round face shape. Men's hairstyles haircuts for round face shapes. Hair products face shape. Haircuts for diamond faces. Diamond face shape. The narrow in the chin and brow, with width in the cheeks. The diamond is one of the rarer face shapes. Because of that, it has some specialist requirements to ensure it looks its namesake. Hairstyles that add width at the forehead and chin area are your best bet, says Stevens. Fringes work well to feature texture to the forehead, while longer styles which will be tucked behind the ears are great for accentuating a diamond-shaped bone structure. Don't, however, take the edges too short. Given the width of the cheekbones, a hairstyle that's particularly short at the edges will only make your ears look bigger. Softer lines and layers are better for this face shape, working to melt its natural angles. Try a side sweep or deep side parting, and consider growing a 5 o'clock shadow if you would like to feature some size to a narrower chin. The perfect men's hairstyle haircut for a diamond face shape. Men's hairstyles haircuts for diamond face shapes. Hair products face shape. Haircuts for heart-shaped faces. Heart face shape. Men wide at the temples and hairline, gradually narrowing to a point at the chin. The fairly rare heart face shape benefits from a few optical illusions to make it appear better proportioned. Avoid cuts that are very tight, as these will accentuate the narrowness of the chin and therefore the width of the forehead, says Stevens. A medium-length swept look is the safest bet. Mid-length and long hairstyles that are kept reasonably thin and lightweight soften the middle shape's strong forehead. Facial hair is additionally key during this case, adding some much-needed bulk to a narrow chin and jawline, says Robinson. As with the diamond face shape, a beard helps a heart shape gain fullness within the lower, narrower half the top. The perfect men's hairstyle haircut for a heart face shape. Men's hairstyles haircuts for heart face shapes. Hair products face shape. Haircuts for triangle faces. Triangle face shape. Men, due to its narrow forehead and wide jawline, a triangular face requires the opposite treatment of a heart shape. A style with volume is king with this one, says Stevens. Opt for extended, nose-length haircuts with fuller sides, which work to feature depth. As for the beard, the foremost you'll look good with is a few light stubble. But really, given the prominence of the jawline during this case, it's best to steer clean-shaven. Grab a razor, fellas. The perfect men's hairstyle haircut for a triangle face shape. Men's hairstyles haircuts for triangle face shapes. Hair products face shape.